Hey, it's Naturopath Scott from Grasses of Life. Another question that I get asked all the time is, how do you use a castor oil pack? It is basically cloth that we're going to use to soak castor oil into. So what I like to do when I'm using my castor oil pack is I like to put the oil in the center, and then I like to just spread it in the middle. And I'll just keep adding a little bit at a time. So that I've got about 4 tablespoons worth. Now, what I've done is I've kept it away from here and I've kept it away from the top edge so that when I apply it to my body, I'm keeping it in that center area. Now, if you want to do more, you can go a bit to the right or you can go a bit to the left, using about 1 to 2 tablespoons at a time. Now, the castor oil will soak into the fabric, which is what you want. And then once we've got the desired amount of oil, which is probably about 4 tablespoons in the middle and about 2 tablespoons left and right. So that way, when we wrap it around our abdomen, it's going to cover a nice amount of space. And we're also going to be avoiding it leaking down through the bottom, wherever we're going to, gravity will put it. So it could leak that way, depending which way we've got it on our body. One of the reasons we want to know how much castor oil to use on our castor oil pack is this. This is soaked. If it's soaked, it's going to be in the edges, it's going to be all the way through the fabric, which means when you put it on the body, it's fine. If you go to lay down or you want to hop into bed or something, the oil's going to get on everything. It will just make it difficult to clean your linen, your jammies, or whatever you're wearing. So we want to use just the right amount of castor oil so we don't get this saturated looking piece of cloth. The next thing we get asked around using castor oil packs is how often and how many times should I use it? Well, that's entirely up to you. I like to use it a couple of times a week, 2 to 3 times. If I'm doing sport, I like to use the leg and arm wraps more regularly. So now that I've got my castor oil pack ready, you can see the oil is fairly center. Now, if we've used too much oil, it's a good lesson for next time, it will start to run to the bottom. So that's why we want to keep it centered. So when we put it on our body, it's exactly where we want to wrap it to ourselves. Now, when I'm using castor oil packs, I always use, I'm just opening the packet now. I'm always using our hot pack that comes with our kit. So once you've finished using your castor oil pack, it's going to be covered in oil. We need to store it. So one of the ways that I've found that's great for storing it is to fold it in half so that the oil is on itself and then fold it again. And that should fit into a storage container with great ease. Or you could pop it back in the bag it came with. I like to use an old takeaway container. I just put a bit of cloth inside and then I seal it to keep it clean, to keep it away from dust, dirt, from contamination, so that I can use it another 10 times, even 15 times before I need to wash it. Now, if you do need to wash your castor oil pack, there's another video that I've done that shows you how to clean your castor oil pack and get it back to looking smick. So I hope that helps today. If you've got any more questions from Grasses of Life, email me, contact me via our website, and we'd love to support you on your castor oil journey. Ciao.